This man on your screen right here is Honorable Sam Gorge, and to be honest, I'll be surprised if you say you don't know him, because currently he's probably the most influential and outspoken minister we've ever had, even when he was not in power and he was in opposition, and even more now that he's in power. Just say, man, or can I drink? Alongside this man is also TWENE JONAS, another outspoken citizen of Ghana that has found himself to be a citizen of the United States. If you don't know TWENE JONAS, then I don't know which part of Ghana you've been staying. But there is a correlation between Honorable Sam Gorge and TWENE JONAS, and this correlation goes as far back as when Honorable Sam Gorge was in opposition. Back then, TWENE JONAS used to be blasting the NPP all the time, and Sam Gorge was in support of that. You may think I'm lying, but I've got evidence. Let me show you the video.
Ghanaians know the truth, but we hate to be told the truth. We like to be lied to. And so, when you see someone who is blunt with the truth, who tells you the truth how it is and says it to you how it ought to be said, people end up taking issues with them. But honestly, let's sit back and ask ourselves, the things TWENE JONAS has been saying, which part of it do we not agree with? What part of the facts, the system that is broken in Ghana that he points out, can we disagree with him?
The manner he portrays that.
You can have an on that score. You have a valid point to say he could do it in a better way. Okay, but you see, people get frustrated and they feel like, look, people ought to know better.
Yes, so because of this video on the screen right here of Honorable Sam Gorge saying that TWENE JONAS is speaking the hard truth that Ghanaians refuse to hear, that is why we are making this video today, because today, Honorable Sam Gorge and TWENE JONAS again had something to say about it. This is Dave Straight Talk, Charlie. I've gathered all the details from everywhere and I'm coming to give it to you right here. Let's get right into it. Honorable Sam Gorge, at the moment, he has said a lot of things that has gotten him in trouble. What do I mean by that? Honorable Sam Gorge used to say so many things when he was in opposition, and now that he has come into power, that they are expecting him to do all those things, and people are taking his old videos and making him see, say, no, you said this, but you are doing this. And Honorable Sam Gorge, I'm picking just two of what he said. That TWENE JONAS, somebody he once said was saying the honest truth, has also commented on, and I will show you. He said TWENE JONAS no on fire say you support him or you are against him or bonadring. The SIM registration that we have all heard that Honorable Sam Gorge says he wants us to do SIM registration, so say he can fight against fraud and help identify criminals and all that. Because of that, Honorable Sam Gorge says we should do a SIM registration, even though most of us have registered our SIMs with our Ghana card and all that. But Honorable Sam Gorge say, Minister for Communications and Digital, we have to register the SIM again. Let me show you a video of that.
The amount of work that it will take for us to clean up the mess, we're better off having everyone use technology and the convenience of technology to do a fresh registration.
After Honorable Sam Gorge has spoken about this SIM re-registration, the people were like, Honorable Sam Gorge, as I'm with you, it is looking some way, because when you were in opposition and Madam Ursula was in your place, she was the Minister for Communications and Digital, she wanted us to register the SIM again. But Honorable Sam Gorge was against it. He went on TV, several radio stations, saying, that SIM registration was just a means for Madam Ursula and the NPP to steal money from the government. And just say Honorable Sam Gorge got born and said, no, or no dear, he no go do that SIM registration. Or no crying a Ghana card. So SIM registration of Honorable Sam Gorge was strictly against that. Or see on a dear, he no go do, to a point where he and a few others called themselves Stubborn Academy because they no go re-register any SIM or anything. Say the SIM registration, if people have not registered, that they can identify those people and make those people register on their own, but not said the whole population 32 million of Ghanaians in yes and re-register. Honorable Sam Gorge said no, already as he no go agree. He said this when he was in opposition. Make I show you the video.
Sam Gorge in opposition.
That the last registration that was done, that's the argument of the ministry, that some people use fraudulent national ID cards to register their SIM cards. That should not mean that all 32 million active SIM card holders in Ghana today, or all 32 million active SIM card, the holders must go through a re-registration. Identify those whose cards are fraudulent, because you can do that using the Ghana card registration, and allows me to get I don't have a Ghana card. If tomorrow I decide I want to do a Ghana card, it is my Ghanaian passport I will take to the NIA.
You don't have a Ghana card?
No, I don't. And I've not registered my SIM card.
You have not registered?
No. And that's why I said I was waiting to see how on the 1st of April my card will be deactivated.
Funny enough, Honorable Sam George has taken Madam Esler's place, and now he has seen the need for us to do the SIM registration again. Honorable Sam George, who was strictly against the SIM registration just a few years ago, stubborn academy, he only Ghana cat. Your man say make we sound register the SIM again. Ghana force it, way. Why make we register again whilst you yourself you were against it? If you were against it, we are also against it. We don't go do. People are saying, say, if Honorable Sam George himself was against it a few years ago, then Ghanaians no go what most of us say we no go do the SIM registration. He had this to say about it.
So I'm not expecting everybody to register, but I believe that every law-abiding citizen who genuinely acquired their SIM card will take advantage of the process to register. And let me just state one thing in addition to what DG said relative to what the CEIR will do for us. If you register a SIM card for somebody, and this is because I'm saying this, I want to emphasize on this so that people don't fall victim. Someone will come to you and say, please register for me. Please do not register a SIM card for anybody who is not your dependent. Say maybe your own child or a family member.
Your man say as a patriotic citizen of Ghana and a law-abiding citizen there, when they say make you go register, you for go register and all that. TWENE JONAS too saw this and said, no, Honorable Sam George, as now, oh yeah, can I say you are coming to backslide on your own word. So TWENE JONAS also has something to say to him. Make us show you the video.
Jimmy and Fasobia is until Ghana same registration card on be. I feel no more say we still scar to printer for floor. Wow, no more say we still scar to ink. Omo we still scar ba bedding. Ako yeah commercial TV commercial. No more we still scar to advert with TV so airtime ISM registration one advert omo we still scar to omu no ma boka be almost $1 billion. So enti ako for want to bear $500 million ago. Ya complaining say SIM registration no enye Ghana abanya sem o. Eye me and amakoto me MTN. What you say? And I'm use so the call. Enti se matona as a service provider and so on one register me a. Na say obi dey make me number ko bokro no a me ko siw company no ntia MTN fo no mu nyansa ko register anya ban enti wo beto o koto phone e wa America o kwa obi a company bia before so beto ama no ana sim card no on beje o passport ana o ID card no mo register ama anya ban no say da bi magini nti say me be sim registration and be with this car ebe boka da bi. It doesn't happen like that. And as long as our passport or identification, form of any identification, on antico service provider, no information, no system, no dada. And this our system now, you go to Abama Moino. Card now, you go to Aban. Sa card, no, yes, a Ghana card, or ID card, or a passport. And no, what an antico MTN, Vodafone, they should be able to register your name on the same card. Say, BBC, they know say it's connected to your passport. Oh, it is idea, you know. Yes, I don't mind about but says you cannot ye beto egu you betimi allocate into industrialization. You betimi allocate the ye bibi the aboa mine ye bibi the aboa mabunu there be NDC for Jimmy. The same Jimmy Adekromant Jimmy Job akufo adomoye and one be repeating.
Coming from somebody he used to kind of hype up and agree with, saying he said TWENE JONAS is saying some of the hard truths that Ghanaians refuse to hear or refuse to understand. No, this message should hit him very hard because TWENE JONAS is also saying he said it is a waste of money that Sam George wants us to do and a whole lot. TWENE JONAS abonadrin pa as I just showed you. You know. Life and this whole karma situation, it is so funny in a way because when Honorable Sam George was in opposition, Master, he was everywhere. Any radio station you see Sam George is there. Any TV channel he's there. He's dissing MPP. Now that they are in power, we don't see what he's doing. We don't see what Honorable Sam George is doing. Just say instantly, if I say I go take on one, it go be plenty. But you make a talk about the second one. The second one be the LGBTQ plus. Alright, you can them say I can it's LGBTQI plus. I don't know where then they take the letters go, but the rainbow people know. Honorable Sam George is strictly against LGBTQ. That one the all Ghanaians know. To a point that he went on some radio, some TV news B, and they asked him, say, if some of his children become gay, what will he do? Honorable Sam George say no. He's a real man or a real life nipa. He doesn't deal in hypotheticals. Until he will not even think about it hypotheticals and about being gay because he's against gay that much to the extent that he will not even imagine it.
What would you do, sir, if your son or daughter was gay?
Well, thankfully, I have 2 sons and a daughter, and none of them is gay.
That's not the answer. What would you do if one of them was gay?
You're asking me to go into the world of abstracts. I'm a lawmaker. I deal with specifics. I deal with specific stuff. I don't deal in abstract.
Cool. Understood. Honorable Sam George, when they were doing campaign before they came into power, he was strictly on Nanado's neck that they should cancel the LGBTQ or they should not pass the bill. You know what they talk. Make them not pass the bill and all that stuff. Honorable Sam George was saying, because Nanado is not signing the bill, it is looking like he's in support of the LGBTQ and all that. He says, let us vote Mahama into power, President Mahama into power, and the LGBT something, no, you bet me no go come. Then go pass the bill, then Charlie, it go be illegal. Make us show you a video of that one too.
President Akufo-Addo, as the representative of Ningo Pram Pram, the people of Ghana want to hear what your view is on the LGBTQ bill that is before you. Say something and sign it. Mr. President, you are beginning to appear as a supporter of LGBTQ. The people of Ghana and the people of Ningo Pram Pram do not want it. So President Akufo-Addo, it has been 8 months since Parliament passed the legislation. Sign it or tell the people what your stance is on LGBTQ. We know the stance of President Mahama. We don't know your stance.
Ghanaians were like, oh, I said my okay, they're psycho. They were can they really agree because LGBTQ they Ghana for we know they like them. So if that is what you are saying, we will vote for you. Then we go see what will happen. Ghana fought to my honorable Sam George and the NDC government in hopes say by the time they come in a shortest possible time, then go what eradicate this whole LGBTQ situation now. Then atoing. Things are proceeding. We are expecting that now saying honorable John Dramani Mahama on our president. When our president go say something for TV, say Charlie LGBTQ plus no, it is not our top priority now, Charlie. There are other basic needs we need before this whole LGBTQ plus situation will come.
Regarding LGBTQ plus issues, it remains a highly emotive and sensitive issue, even in the most advanced liberal democracies. I explained during my recent engagement with the World Affairs Council that it's not the most important issue we face as a nation. We're still grappling with the provisions of basic needs of education, healthcare, jobs, food, clothing, and shelter.
Ghana force, yay! But this was not what you people said. You people said LGBTQ plus is a top priority because we are a Christian nation and all that. So why is it now that you are in power, you are saying basic needs we are suffering, then he's come to think about LGBTQ and I say LGBTQ, it is the list of his priorities. Accommodate and the uncle LGBTQ. Ghana force, hey, honorable Sam George, you said this, so what's up? Ghana force, honorable Sam George, what's up? So as Ghanaians, they based on honorable Sam George say what's up. Honorable Sam George give people answers because then they busy and say what's up. Your man say this, make I show you the video.
President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill. And he himself has said that to the clergy, that as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill. What the president said to the BBC was in response to why President Akufo-Addo has not signed the bill. And he said to them, look, what you, President Akufo-Addo, should have done, instead of rejecting service of the bill, was to have received the bill, stated what his displeasure is with the bill, which is what the Constitution says. The Constitution in Article 1067, President Mahama in his response to the BBC was referring to the Constitution of Ghana. Article 1067 says that when he gets to the president, he must within 14 days indicate whether he would sign or not sign. If he chooses not to sign,
yes, so according to Honorable Sam George there, he still believes that they go pass the bill. But Charlie Ghana funny who sir, your man say Honorable John Dramani Mahama has no option than to sign the bill, or he will not see peace from him. Honorable Sam George, I don't know whether Sam George gets some superpowers we don't know there, but it promise we say them no pass the bill. Honorable John Mahama no go see peace for the country inside. So we they wait they see. After this whole incident and people are taking Honorable Sam George's words to show him say you said this and you didn't do this and now you are doing this. TWENE JONAS was like, hey, Mr. Sam George, come to the hot room. TWENE JONAS have put Honorable Sam George in the hot seat and diss him left and right, saying, say you said this, now you are doing this. The people are saying now, and Sankas and Papa Bia and you are telling the people that it was all just a ploy for the campaign. And Charlie TWENE JONAS have vexed. Yeah, boy, it's a dream. Make us show you the video too.
George, on a kwasi ane na mo say o video na etwagua. O ya dan o si ajo mama ba obetwa turumu mu no. I go for repost video no. I na ya dwuma a wo hihye de agu Ghana fo so na wo de dwo mama ba power kwasia. Sa video na de mo be ko opposition tie de ameka kire no kwasia toruwa Timunim sema Jimmy and another be a media Kofuado atem no. Na se mo mpa mine ye. Position and I'm per power. Maba munko trumu a odo kwasia be Kenya asem say oh your mama Mama Ghana for the video ni hurume video amaye abo abaso se wo ba ya wo betwa trumu enti sa video enti kranka your mama bo modern na twa ade enum be Kenya asem do kwasia betena se an na wo de da Ghana for the pay vote woni twa asre Sam George wo fi kwasia bi ba wo ya boa Jimmy for stupid boy unfiati wa motrom kan kwasi torua ade na ndisi for mu yam.
Right now, if I'm Honorable Sam George, I'll be questioning all my words and be choosing my words very carefully, because some years ago, no, you were in support of TWENE JONAS. Now TWENE JONAS is bashing you because you're also doing the same thing you were preaching against. Ghana foreigners also have vexed because Sam George let them lies. And funny enough, these two I've mentioned is not even the most of the situation. Situations relating with the Galamsey, just say instantly the baby. Honorable Sam George was outspoken about them when he was in opposition. Now that he has, you make I just add one. You carry that time where Honorable Sam George the opposition that he said Galamsey, if he comes, if he was left in the hands of the Ghana police and then the Ghana armed forces, then go stop Galamsey in 3 months without political intervention. Okay, you make I show you the video.
We will continue this fight and we will continue this struggle until our water bodies are protected.
That the Ghana Armed Forces and the Ghana Police Service put together, if you give them 3 months to end Galamsey and you resource them, and there is no political intervention from anywhere, they will end Galamsey.
But Charlie, now Honorable Sam George they talk say something when another the MPP government carry 8 years destroy. Now how do we expect him to use that a short time to fix the rot of 8 years? Kind of was hey Sam George, this is not what you said. This is not what you said, though.
To expect that President Mahama in 96 days will fix the rot of 8 years.
Your man started contradicting body things he said in the past. I don't know if you forget that. But right, people they take was sound rebut them because your man you who the echo. But anyway, this is Day Straight Talk, Charlie. My bomb also comment section. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.